Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Mike Beer. The feature race at Woodbine on Sunday is the Grade 2 Royal North Stakes. We are going 6 furlongs on the E.P. Taylor turf course, and this race is for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. It's a nice card at Woodbine on Sunday. Get involved with a DRF Bets account. Sign up, access $150 in risk-free wagers. Let's meet this big field in the Grade 2 Royal North Stakes. Several major contenders to discuss. But I want to start out with a horse that might be lurking a little bit under the radar, and that's a horse on the outside. Misericordia has been knocking on the door for the Colts Neck folks. Third last time out in the Unbridled Lane behind a pretty good sprinter in Goldwood. She's been caught in kind of some tough spots this year. Yeah. I think this is a decent spot for Misericordia. The question is, can she sit close to a slow pace? Because I don't see a ton of speed in here.
I don't see a ton of speed either, and I don't know. I mean, I guess she could get forward in this race because there have been times when they've decided to get her close to the pace. Last time, I feel like she was pretty badly compromised the way that race was run. I mean, there was no making up ground on Goldwood that day. So she didn't run badly last time, Dan, but I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of hers early in her career. I know she's maybe improved a little bit. I don't know if she's improved enough.
Let's look up some formulator facts for some big priced horses. The One Patton's Girl is going to be a price. Here's the formulator fact for trainer Armata Jr. Past 2 years, horses 3 and up on the turf, 24%, 415 ROI. This mare is getting a trainer change off of a third-place effort in a slow race, but it was her first race in 7 months. I'm just not sure, though, if this reformed claimer's best race is good enough to win a graded stake.
Yeah, I didn't think that it was either. I mean, I know she's moving into a hot barn, but her prior trainer does a pretty good job, too. This guy's going to have to really move this filly forward.
We remember Vale from when she was with Shug McGahee back as a 3-year-old, and she was an underperformer for Shug, but they gave her a little bit of a layoff. They returned her up to Woodbine, and on the synthetic surface, she thrived. Martin Drexler claimed her last time out off of a synthetic race in which she ran third, a good effort. The main key for here, as we see from a formulator fact, past 2 years, 3 and up, first off the claim, synthetic to turf, 33% winners, 423 ROI. That's good. But I think her best assets are speed because she could probably control this race. I also think she's better on synthetic.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. I mean, I do think her speed makes her a little dangerous in here. I mean, I guess the one thing you could look at her and say is, while she wasn't good on turf early in her career, maybe she just wants to sprint, Dan. I mean, she did not run well going longer. She has run, synthetic might have moved her up, but it might also be sprinting. Maybe she just wants to sprint, and now she's going to sprint on turf for the first time.
And as we take a look at the Timeform US pace projector, it is a blue bar scenario. Timeform US believes that this race will favor horses on or near the lead, and Vale is expected to be the early leader. That pace projector could work against one of the more talented horses in this race, and arguably the horse to beat, the number 2 Ruby Notion, who won the Caress at Saratoga in 2018. And I find it kind of odd she's not running in the Caress at Saratoga on Sunday. Graded stakes winner, 4th in the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint last year. I just have not been thrilled with her 2 races this year. Maybe last time out against Morticia was a race where the pace just held up.
Yeah, I mean, she was a little bit up against it there. She was never going to beat Morticia that day. But I don't like her first 2 starts this year either. And I will say this. She's run some very big races. She really seems to like cutting the ground. When she gets soft or turf that's less than firm, it seems like those are her best races. I don't know if she's going to get that on Sunday.
Double medal was claimed for $40,000 at Aqueduct, has run twice and has run well both times at Woodbine. But still, you look at these Beyer speed figures and you realize they're kind of light. Yes, she's a 3-year-old filly with a lot of upside, but she also likes to run second. If I'm Justin Stein, I get real aggressive out of the gate with her. I would try to make the front or at least push Vale a little bit.
Yeah, I would too. She's improved this year for sure. She's got to improve again, and she's got to improve big time again. But I would use her speed as well.
Magic Spell is a horse that's 0 for 6 on turf. She's run well on the surface, but if you look at her synthetic races, you kind of get the feeling that maybe that's what she prefers right now. She is in good form for Gail Cox.
Yeah, she is. I think she's been running some pretty nice races. I know she hasn't won on turf yet, but it's not like her synthetic races are significantly better than her turf races are. I just feel like she might be just getting better now. Her last 2 races are both pretty good.
Let's take a look at our top selections for this year's edition of the Royal North. Mike, you're going with the 3 Alexandra in here. She's won 3 out of her last 4 for Neil Drysdale. She just looks like a rock-solid turf sprinter. Do you think she can stay close? Because in her wins in North America, she likes to make one run, and there doesn't appear to be a ton of pace. Do you think the pace will heat up enough for Alexandra to come with that big run? Because she's got a lot of talent. She looked good beating the boys at Belmont.
Yeah, she did look good in that race. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess she's going to need a little help up front. I'm comforted by the fact, Dan, that she just runs every time, and I really like this long stretch at Woodbine for her. I really feel like it's going to give her a big chance in this race. She's 4 for 5 sprinting on turf in her career, and she just finishes every single time. I really don't think the pace is going to be what gets her beat.
She's my second choice in this race. She's obviously very dangerous. I'm curious to see what we get on turf from the 4. Summer Sunday, 6 for 6 lifetime on synthetic. The only 2 losses in her career on dirt at Keeneland. She can't stand up on the dirt. I look at her turf pedigree. Silent Name was a good turf horse and an acceptable turf stallion. Her Damn Dancing All-Star really exceeded all expectations. She was a Western Canadian horse that came over to Woodbine and did some good things. She was okay on turf, probably better on dirt. I'm a little bit concerned about the lack of turf pedigree on the bottom. I'm not concerned about her ability. I'm not concerned about her tactical speed, and she's coming into this race razor sharp.
I agree with all that. I mean, she was the other horse for me. I wasn't sure what to do. I think you have to be. You're never sure if they're going to handle it, Dan. But I'm cautiously optimistic that she's going to be okay on turf. They were really the only 2 horses I wanted in this race, 3 and 4.
3-4 for Mike, 4-3-2 for me in the Grade 2 Royal North, the feature race at Woodbine on Sunday. Make sure to get involved with that DRF Bets account. $150 in risk-free wagers waiting for you. Approximate post time for the Royal North, 5:16 Eastern. Best of luck.